Thank you, Mr Speaker. I join with the Leader of the House in expressing on behalf of the opposition the condolences to the family and friends of John Olsen and acknowledging his larger-than-life personality and his extraordinary life of artistic achievement. He was a man with an extraordinary passion for Australia's landscape and natural features, including, of course, his lifelong fascination with Sydney Harbour, which he described as, quotes, full of pulsating life. It's enigmatic, like a beautiful big bath, close quotes. And his painting Five Bells, inspired by the Kenneth Slessor poem of the same title, is inspired in part by his love of Sydney Harbour. He also had a great love of Lake Eyre, first visiting it in October 1974 and describing it as, quotes, a bowl of endless sky to a point of limitless nothing, close quotes. He was also passionate about the landscape of the Southern Highlands, where he lived later in his life, and many other parts of our beautiful country, and represented our landscape and our country enormously effectively in his work. Of course, he was also influenced by his experience in Europe at early stages of his career, travelling to Europe in the early 1950s, studying in European cities, including Paris and Madrid, and that was a continuing influence on his style. He was an artist who worked diligently and had an extraordinary output over many, many decades, and his achievements include winning the Wynne Prize twice, in 1965 and 1985, the Sulman Prize in 1989, the Archibald Prize with a self-portrait in 2005. Of course, he was a significant figure in our national life beyond his extraordinary artistic career. He was a prominent commentator on Australian culture and society, wrote extensively on topics such as food and wine. He had a passionate commitment to food and wine. He wrote extensively about the environment, and his writing has been widely published. But painting, of course, was his clear passion, and his extraordinary track record over 7 decades is quite remarkable. He taught a children's art class, and he asked a 6-year-old boy what he was doing. The child replied, quotes, "I'm drawing my think," close quotes. "What a perfect answer," said Olsen, "and that's what I try to do too. I'm painting my think." He spoke about diligence and about failure. "One benefit of growing older," he said, "is that I gained the confidence that I could learn from failure, so I never give up. Investigating your failures enlarges your capacity to create. I'll overpaint or throw out a work 20 times before I'm happy with it. But I start afresh each day with an inner voice saying, go on, knowing I will eventually break through." And it is that combination of creativity and persistent, diligent, determined hard work that has underpinned his extraordinary achievements. His works, of course, are found in the major public collections throughout our nation. As well as a painter, who is a prolific printmaker, producing many etchings and lithographs. He's written several books, including a memoir titled Drawn from Life. His legacy and artistic influence and his impact on the broader Australian nation will be studied and admired and acknowledged for generations to come. He's survived by his son Tim, founder of the Olsen Gallery in Sydney, and daughter Louise, co-founder of Dinosaur Designs. On behalf of the Coalition, I express our thanks and admiration for his lifetime contribution, his passion and his extraordinary achievements.